Hey YouTubers, it's Dan P. Thanks for coming back and taking a look at my videos. I got a really cool one for you today. Um, these are cards that belong to my uncle, and he's thinking about giving them to me, and so he let me borrow them to take a look at them, and I'm going to meet up with him in the near future to talk about them, and maybe he'll pass them on to me. It's a lot of well, you'll see, a lot of 1960s. So I'm going to have to move the camera to get a good look at these. So like I said, 1960 tops. Yogi Berra, Roger Maris, Whitey Ford, Casey Stengel. And all of these cards, I would say, are very good to excellent. PSA 4s, maybe PSA 5s, but nothing's like in near mint condition. So they're all mid-grade cards. Harmon Killebrew there, Jim Bunning, he's a Hall of Famer. Minnie Minoso, probably should be in the Hall of Fame. Hoyt Wilhelm. Nellie Fox and Whitey Herzog. Here are some Dodgers. We got a Frank Howard rookie. I mean, if you like the Dodgers, you should know all these guys. I don't know Roger Craig though, but Wally Moon, Gil Hodges, Johnny Padres, Carl Furillo, Jim Gilliam, of course Walter Alston, the great manager. And the best one here, Duke Snider. Again, probably grades out as a 4, maybe a 5 if I'm lucky. Okay, this is a really good page. Eddie Matthews, Frank Robinson, Bob Gibson, Willie Mays, Roberto Clemente. The Gibson card looks pretty good. It might get a 5. I'm not really 100% certain. The Mays card, you can see, has some damage on the top border, and there's a crease going across his face that you can't see, so that card's next to garbage, sadly. But the Clemente card looks really good. I think it would get a 5, 5.5. I'm really happy that the Clemente card's in good shape. I think it would definitely get a 5. Here's some 1959 World Series cards, Dodgers, White Sox. They're all pretty beat up. 1960 All-Star cards, Luis Aparicio, Eddie Matthews, Nellie Fox. The Matthews card looks really good, except there's a streak going through it. But it's at least a 5. Okay, now we're going to see some old football cards. I don't know a lot about football. I know this is Johnny Unitas. He was a good quarterback. Again, old football. I looked all these cards up, and there's nothing special about them, but they're cool to look at. There is one interesting card in here, and that's this one. I think this is 1958 Sonny Jurgensen, quarterback for the Eagles. Even though it might get graded a 3, I still think it's like a $20 card. So it's his rookie. That's all I know. Okay, I'm gonna flip this around. I think. Actually, I gotta sit it up. These cards are really cool. And excuse me for a second. I wonder if turning on my light will maybe just produces a lot of glare. Okay. These are, I think they're mostly 1960 brand Bell, or Bell brand. Bell brand is a potato chip. So these cards came out of bags of potato chips, except for the top right, Duke Snider. I'll talk about that in a minute. Again, I think these would grade maybe 4s, or even a 3. They're kind of beat up, but got Maury Wills, Johnny Roseboro, Walter Alston. I don't know this guy, Chuck Asagian, Don Zimmer. That one's a pretty good one. Larry Sherry. That one is creased all over the place. And the Wally Moon has a crease going all the way from top to bottom. And this one, Stan Williams, is probably in the best shape out of all of them. And so it might be worth the most just because of its condition. Now moving up here, this is a really interesting card. It's made by Morel Meat, Duke Snider. It's in pretty rough condition, but it's still a valuable card. I think it's pretty rare. And as you can see, or you might know, sorry, there's a helicopter flying by. Duke Snider was a left-handed hitter, and it's portraying him as a right-handed, so it's reversed. So this might be the best card in the whole binder, actually, even though it's beat up. I know this card in near mint condition is worth hundreds of dollars, and this is clearly not near mint. It'd probably even be like a 1, but even then it might still be the best one. Okay, I'm just gonna I'll hold it up again. These are 58 cards, 1958. Here's Eddie Matthews All-Star, that's really beat up. Stan Musial, again in poor condition. And here's a cool Mickey Mantle All-Star card. I don't think it would grade higher than a 3. It might even be a 1. I'm really not sure, but it's still a cool card. Here's some 59 tops. Robin Roberts, Whitey Ford. Again, I don't think any of these. Sorry, I don't think any of these would grade higher than a 4. Definitely not higher than a 5. There's 3 Los Angeles Dodgers team cards. Here's some 1961 tops. Billy Martin, that's in pretty good condition. It'd probably get a 5. Frank Robinson, that's off center. Tommy Davis, it's creased. There's Orlando Cepeda. More 1961 cards, and these are actually in pretty decent condition. Warren Spahn, looks like it's off center. Harmon Killebrew, Luis Aparicio, Drysdale, Eddie Matthews, Willie Mays. Here's a couple Whitey Ford cards, and they look in pretty good condition. I think that they should both grade out as a 5, maybe a little bit better, but I think definitely a 5s for both of these. And here's a Yogi Berra that's badly off-centered, maybe even miscut. So that's all for the binder, and those are all the best cards that he has in the binder. But that's not the end of it. Put the camera down for just a sec. he's also got this box full of commons. These are all vintage, full of commons and semi-stars, mostly baseball from 1960, 61, some 58s and 59s. You know, I don't want to mess up the ordering of these too much, but basically, you know, these are '60s, more 1960s. He doesn't have the whole set, but it's got to be close. These are all 1960s tops. Here's some football cards, I think are from 1960 as well. More football. Football from 58. '49ers team card. I think maybe 61 football or 1960. I don't know football very well. Here's 58 baseball. Some more 58 baseball. And then it goes back to more 1960s Topps baseball. Here's another Roger Maris, but it's in poor condition. It's really, you can see it's got paper loss and scratched up. He's got more 1961 commons. Here's some 1962. So anyways, there's hundreds of cards here, and it's really cool that he has all these. Again, they don't belong to me. They're still my uncle's, but I know he's definitely thinking about passing them on. So I'll definitely update a video and let you know what happens with all these cards. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna finish with a look at my collection. I just recently sold my 55 Ernie Banks, but for those of you who haven't seen it, there's an overview of what I got. And I did get my tax return, so as soon as I can transfer that to my PayPal, I'm definitely going to be in on getting a Hank Aaron rookie card. So depending on what price I can get it for, it might take me a while, but I'm definitely going to try and buy that. So keep a lookout for that. And again, thanks for watching, and see you next time.